You ready for this?
I am.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Gear Slum, your one-stop shop for all things guitar culture nonsense. I'm Aaron.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Cole.
And we have a podcast. We slum it hard so you don't have to. I was in Seattle, Washington the other day, and I went to Emerald City Guitar, and
No.
I was treated horribly.
Really?
Yeah. Like all I wanted, I had
I
Do
had
you have
no.
a
I
mask
did.
on?
I
I had a mask on, but I had cash in hand. I was ready to buy
Oh, dude.
a Strat, and they just didn't want me to. So
Maybe they just didn't know who you were.
yeah,
I'm so.
they said I had to have an appointment.
And you're like,
I was like, I'm wearing a mask, bro. I wanted to buy a Strat, and they're like, well, you can't touch anything. So apparently, don't go there unless you bring your full credit report and have an appointment.
I'm very upset with myself for not recognizing the start of your joke.
Oh. That's all right. I forgot how that was resolved. I think he went to another guitar shop and ended up buying a Fender custom shop Strat.
No, I thought that they saw the post, and they were like, "Oh, we're so
Well, that
sorry,
too.
Mr. Maris.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that we enforced
We
our
didn't know it was
policy.
you."
But they didn't. They were like, oh, if we had known who it was. It's like,
Totally.
well, now you both look dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then he eventually deleted the post. This is Mark Marin.
Yeah.
Not the
No.
person speaking, but
No,
the story.
this is Aaron Abubo. Aaron,
No, this is Michael Scott.
how hot is it where you is?
It's let me see. There's a thermometer out here. It's like in the 80s, but I got some fan action going. I
Classic.
feel nice.
Is it one of those classic outdoor thermometers?
It's
Big
it's like a
ol'-
big round one.
Yeah.
It looks like a clock.
Some artwork on it.
Yep, it's got a picture of 3 Labradors
Oh, okay.
on it in a field.
Okay, so I know this is not the most professional thing to do, but
It's all right.
Aaron sounds a little bit louder to me than Cole does.
Oh, you
Cole,
sound really
how-
quiet to me too, Phil.
Okay.
Maybe Aaron's just too loud.
I don't know. How about now?
Now you sound, well, you always sound fantastic.
All right, sound more even.
Now
Even-keeled.
you sound, yes.
Your voice sounds ridiculous, Phil, for one thing.
You mean like the timbre of my voice?
Have you been like screaming a lot?
Like, yeah, like have you been screaming all day?
No.
Did you
it
go to
was-
Furnace
first-
Fest?
You need to like get some speech therapy specifically targeted at like maintaining or, saving your vocal cords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like training.
I
Yeah.
do.
Not necessarily therapy, but like speech
I
training.
do, and I have been.
Give me your
Can
teaching
you-
voice.
can
How
you
do
tell
talk
it's
to your
working?
class?
It's not working.
It was very smoky here today, and I think
Oh, fires.
there are particulates in the air that sometimes make my voice worse.
Here, do this. Do me a favor. Do this test. Put on your mask and breathe onto your glasses and see if they
Do you have a
fog up.
CO2? Do you have a CO2
that will be
meter?
proof.
Maybe it's all
That vaccines don't work.
maybe it's all the CO2 that you've been breathing because you're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's 11 different kinds of bacteria that can be trapped in your mask.
I'm surprised it's only 11. There are like billions of different
You know-
bacteria, right?
Oh, really?
You know
That's
what
not bad.
you know
There's
what I
30.
need? I need one of those.
It
I
sounds
need
like
one of
freaking
those.
KFC special recipe or something.
I need
11
some.
herbs and
secret
bacterias.
blend. The secret blend.
Yeah.
I need some bleach and a vaporizer. That's what I need.
A
right?
nebulizer.
Dude,
Nebulizer. That's what. That's what I need. That'll clear
sounds
this
like
up.
some Star Wars nonsense.
My son's on
A
has on a nebulizer.
A nebulizer.
Do you put bleach in it?
No, we put a prescribed medication.
Do you put?
Oh, you listen to doctors?
Yeah.
Do you? You know what you should do? Just a little bit of WD-40,
Yeah.
and then there's this there's this stuff you can get. It's crocodile tears. And it's not a brand. It's like literal crocodile tears.
Yeah.
What?
That'll fix that.
He's
Wait,
making
what is it
things
for?
up now.
What is it for, Aaron?
What is what for? My son's
What is
medication?
Yes.
For his lungs.
Oh yeah. It's good for that. It's definitely good for that.
Freaking.
Yeah.
Why don't you just
yeah.
trust his immune system in his body? His
That's
lungs
what
will
I
be
told the
fine,
doctor. They were like, we got to operate on your son
Like-
because he's got a hernia. And I was like, God gave him an immune system for a
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Right? God gave him his lungs. Are you saying God messed up?
And
God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
God done borned him very early too.
Dirt
Yeah.
don't hurt. That sounds like the tagline for like Joe Dirt 2.
Dirt don't hurt.
Please,
Yeah.
dirt don't hurt him.
So yes, I do. I have been seeing someone
Oh,
help
really?
my voice,
Interesting. Oh, okay.
and
That's
I
why
do
your
have-
throat's all scratchy.
I do have a show. Shut up.
I don't even know if that joke like could mean a lot of terrible things.
Yeah, a lot of terrible things.
I
I do
thought
have a
of
show
Michael
this
Douglas,
Saturday.
I will say.
Ew.
Unless it was consensual, then it's
From
totally
Wall
fine.
Street.
Right. I have a show this Saturday. Is what I was.
Oh. Tell us
Dude.
about it.
Sorry.
What? Cole?
Apparently, I have a show on Friday that I just found out about 2 days
Oh,
ago.
dang. Tell us
What?
about that, too.
And someone was gonna text out a set list.
Surprise!
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to. You talk. Well,
No, you go first
so
because your
did
show
I
is
tell
first.
you guys the sort of the bittersweet news that our drummer is moving back to Canada?
You told us, yeah.
From
I don't know if you told the podcast, but you
from
definitely told
whence
us.
he came.
Mhm.
So
Oh, is he Canadian?
yeah, he and the bassist, he and the drummer and the bassist are brothers. You know, they're from Calgary.
Oh, they're brothers.
The the rhythm section were brothers.
That's like every good indie rock band, though, has two brothers
Yeah.
for the rhythm section.
It really is. That's like
It's
a
true.
very, or a brother and sister, like
We
the White
come as a
Stripes.
package deal. Yeah.
Siblings.
Siblings. Is that what he's saying? Siblings.
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 I get it. Siblings.
So that is like, I feel like it's an opportunity to kind of, I don't know, have an amicable sort of. It's like a natural breaking.
Yeah,
point
you're
of
like,
the
well, I
band,
guess
you
we're
know?
not a band anymore.
Yeah. Because I really don't like. Well, you guys know I've talked about how conflicted I am. Like I really like them, and it's fun, especially when we're doing covers. But there are certain aspects that I don't really like, and all
Mhm.
that. So then we were trying to get a gig together before Burns moves, and there's this bar that we've played at a few times who said, "Yeah, we could come play on Friday." So everyone was like, "Well, yeah, let's just."
Tight.
Come up with a bunch of songs, and we might have to fill the entire like 3 hours. So
Oh.
we're basically just gonna go up there and like play songs that we've played before but haven't practiced in months. You know,
Right.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like
Hey,
basically
what about
it'll-
this one?
We'll basically just be playing for ourselves.
That's cool. It'll just be like a jam session in a
Yeah,
bar.
honestly, I think it's actually gonna be a lot of
I
fun,
almost
'cause
said it
there's,
in
like,
front of an audience, and then I was like, well, no.
there's
just
not
in a
gonna be an
bar.
audience. Yeah, it's weird, but I think it'll be fun if it actually happens. So the guitarist who's kind of in charge of the band sent out a thing on Sunday and was like, "Okay, I can't for the rest of the day, but can somebody send out a set list?" And nobody ever did,
Mm.
Yee.
and nobody's really texted anything since.
Cole, this is your chance to pick all the songs that you want to do.
Yeah, I'm.
Just
I mean,
do
we're gonna-
Santeria all over and over again.
That song's like weirdly kind of hard to sing.
It's got a
Like it's
okay. I
pretty high,
know.
and it kind of jumps all over the place.
I understand
Yeah.
Sublime and how good they
Do
are
you,
or
though?
are not, but that song's pretty good.
No.
And
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it
Santeria is
is,
a good
Phil.
song. What are you talking about?
and that
Like,
dude's he sings it.
yeah, he has a really good voice.
One of my
And he's
favorite
actually-
things.
He's like a pretty decent guitarist too.
Well, he's dead, Cole, but
Oh, you think he's not playing guitar in heaven with the angels?
I think he's not playing guitar in heaven.
Oh, because he smoked weed, or because he did
Smoked
drugs?
weed. Yes.
Yeah. he
No,
did more
because
than
he
weed, I
had
guess.
premarital sexual.
No, because he
relations.
was in Sublime.
Look, that's the unforgivable sin.
Yeah.
Every time I get on like a YouTube rabbit hole thing, I always end up watching like reaction videos now. Like that's my thing
I know,
lately.
it's a weird. I kind of hate him on one hand, and then I still
No, but
watch
my
it.
favorite ones are like it's always like this is not racist. It's always like some black dude who like obviously knows
Yeah.
everything about like hip hop and like the music that he likes.
But
he's
listened to, like Phil
First
Collins
time
for the
ever
first time.
hearing first time ever hearing Sublime. I
Yeah.
was watching a video the other day, like yesterday of that.
Was it
Santeria.
specifically Sublime?
It
Oh,
was
it
Santeria. And it's like first
Yeah.
time ever hearing this song. I was like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
You and I are the same age.
It is. They have to be faking it a lot of times because there's some of the songs. Like I saw one and they were saying it was the first time. Well, there's that drummer who listens to a song and then tries to play it. Like,
Yeah.
perfectly. He's like this insane drummer.
I'm watching
He
a
was-
spider kill a insect right now.
Oh, geez.
One of
Okay.
those.
But
It's like
this-
one of those
Aaron,
long, like
we're-
a pincher bug, you know.
Aaron, we're kind of
We're
busy.
doing a.
It's
doing a
caught in the
podcast
web.
right
I
now.
want. I wish I could show you guys.
So there's this drummer who he does that, but he did that for Enter Sandman, I think it was. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
like-
yeah. It's the dude from Snarky Puppy or something.
yeah. And it's like
Yeah.
there's no way you've gone through your whole life without ever hearing Enter Sandman. That's not possible.
Yeah, I could see
Like
because
even in public, like even just like being at a place where they're playing it over the speakers, like
Yeah. Yes.
I could see like not being super familiar with
I
it.
could see like you hear someone's like listen to this song and you're like I don't know that song and then you hear it, you're like oh yeah I've heard this.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, like,
exactly.
it sounds familiar or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know the name of that song, but I've heard it many times.
Dang, I was just watching reaction videos of this one. What was it? It was a female lead singer from like the 80s or 90s. Oh, it was probably like
Like
it was
Paramore
probably a
or
Heart
Hole.
song, maybe.
Oh,
I think it was one of the Heart songs that where she just like totally kills it, you know, which is
Mhm.
all the Heart songs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
those
Barracuda.
videos are like
Barracuda.
I don't know. They're obviously like they're kind of contrived, I guess, but
yeah.
they still kind of suck you in.
I really like I found this guy. I don't know his name. It's Mr. I think it's like Mr. L. Boyd, but it's all mushed together. So I'm like, is it Merle Boyd? Is it
Oh, Merle
MRL
Boyd. Yeah, he was a country singer in the 30s. Merle Boyd.
Merle Boyd, Mr. LeBoyd. Anyway, he does like all these like rap reactions.
Yeah.
And he was doing like a bunch of Eminem ones, and I was watching him, and I was like, I did not like him at first because he's like, he has like the most like relaxed cadence, and he says, "Oh, so, yes, interesting, bro." He says "bro" a lot, but now I'm like super into it because he breaks them down, and he's like,
Yeah.
"This is what he's doing here, and this is like a reference to this, and this is like a double." It's really fun. You don't know what a double is, do you, Phil?
A doublet? Is that what you said?
No, they call it's like a double meaning.
Oh, a double. I never heard that.
Call it a double. Apparently, I just learned this from Mr. L.
Like a
Mr.
double
L.
entendre?
Yeah, but not. Yeah, it's just like they'll say it sounds like
But
one
not,
thing,
like,
but it
sexual in any way.
refers to something else. Yeah,
Yeah.
Merle Boyd.
I love
He's
that
a good
guy.
one. He's a good one.
Mm.
But the more I watch him, the more I like him. That's how he's
My
got me.
son, you know, like you're gonna figure this out soon, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of come up with rules. There's so many things. Like it used to be easy. Like parents would be like, "Oh, you can't watch this show and you can't watch that show," and there was like a finite number of things.
Right. They
and
can
now
define
you're like
things you're not
constantly
allowed to
having
watch.
you're constantly having to come up with rules about stuff,
Yes. Yes.
and then like your wife or your spouse comes up with one and you didn't know about it, and so you then like mess it up or whatever. But my wife apparently, this sounds like I'm throwing her under the bus or something, but my boys like watching. They've started to like watching the type of YouTube videos that kids watch that make you lose respect for them, as kids. Like, luckily they don't watch like this stupid kid that like builds Legos or whatever.
Like the one
like,
Aaron
goes
was telling,
shopping all
or
the
like the
time.
one Ryan was telling us about the other day about his kid just finding creepy clown videos.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, remember? Is that where they're like
Bozo
the
dubbed over.
GPS, the clown GPS one?
Yes, yes, and they like zoom in with a drone, and
They're
there's
like
a scary
following.
clown, and they're like, "Oh no!"
But
That stuff
He
was
watches-
I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah.
he watches this channel called Mr. Beast, and I had never heard of it before. But the thing is, like, somebody has to be there watching it with him, apparently. So
That's the rule that your wife made up?
Exactly, yeah. So I've been watching,
Yeah.
and he has 70 million subscribers. He does all this crazy stuff. A lot of it is based around money, like giving people money for different challenges and
He
stuff.
raised $20 million to plant 20 million trees.
Yeah.
I don't know. Trees were like $1 each, apparently.
And he must just make so much money.
Well, okay,
Have you
Let
heard
me-
of him, Phil?
Dude,
Well-
let's check this out. Check out this stat. He has a video that's 7 hours old and it has 1.3 million views.
7 hours. That's
Dude.
freaking nuts, dude. He's like pretty. He's not bad though. Like he's not ridiculous over the top like some videos where they're just like,
yeah.
and they
Yeah,
appeal to
he's
like,
like-
really little kids.
He's acting like a live action Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Exactly. Like he's just
Right.
like a relatively normal guy, and he's kind of like, I know this is a weird thing to say, but he's kind of ugly,
Nice.
which
Okay.
is like cool. Or he just looks like a very normal person, you know.
And how much younger is he than us?
I don't know. He's 6'3", so he's the same height as both of you guys, I guess.
I'm
Freaking
6'2", but
jerks.
I'm 6'6".
Oh, he's 23.
Phil's short. Phil's like 6'1".
I'm 6'0".
6 foot.
Are you
Phil's
really?
6 foot. I'm 6'2". I think Ryan and Steve are like 6'3".
So one of the guys, I think I'm like not tall, but I'm slightly above average. And one of the guys that I've been going to the gym with, he's from Argentina, and you kind of don't like. I don't really notice how much taller or shorter people are unless they're like on the extreme end of the spectrum. But whenever I share a squat rack with him, he has to have the thing like low enough for him to get it off, and then it's like really low for me.
How low does he need it to get it off?
You gotta get pretty low. Depends on the circumstances, I guess.
Also, to the window, to the wall.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Phil, tell us about your show. Coming
No,
up.
first I have to talk about
Okay.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Oh, do you? So
Okay.
are you familiar with Mr. Beast?
Okay, so here is how I am familiar. This is a very old person.
It's
thing.
not just MR Beast. It's not
it's-
Merb. It's not Merb East.
Merb East. Yeah. You dork.
So, towards the end of the school year last year, I said,
Wait, real
to-
quick. Speaking of mispronouncing names, the one time this girl that I knew was telling me that her husband was like a rapper, and she's like, "Yeah, he's got some songs on Reverb Nation."
What?
Is Reverb Nation? She thought it was called Reverb. Anyway,
That's a weird way to think that word is said.
Because that's a word that's just used.
I wonder if like
Like,
I mean, obviously
reverb?
she doesn't know the word reverb, but I wonder if like the logo, the B is like a different color or something.
Oh,
Oh, maybe so.
So like Reverb Nation. Anyway,
I think it's like impressive that because a lot of people say that reverb, but reverb is already a word and it has an A in it, you know.
yeah, true.
So
I was
it could
watching.
be
I saw this
reverb.
TikTok from.
No, it's reverb
John-
is one color and nation is another color,
Oh yeah,
like a slightly different color. So that's weird.
John Piper's son. What's his name? Abraham Piper.
yes.
He's like, people always say like this is a common mispronunciation of a word, but he's like, if it's commonly mispronounced, that's
Yeah.
not a mispronunciation.
Yeah. I was
That's
just
not
watching that on
he's
TikTok.
like, this one, here's one that has hundreds of examples throughout history. It's like,
Yeah.
no, that's just how you say it.
That
That's a correct
means-
way to say it.
Yeah. It means you can say it multiple ways. Like, that's how language works.
Yeah.
This spider and bug are still going.
I
at it,
saw.
by the way.
Are you was that on TikTok that you saw
Yeah,
that?
it was on TikTok.
Yeah. And there was this one, of course, one person comments and says, like, ask is spelled ASK. So that means it's never right to pronounce it ax.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
like, well, that's like, of course, that's the one example you chose, you know.
Yeah, just like Colonel is spelled with an R.
Exactly. Like, idiots.
Oh, also, sorry, I'll let you finish, Phil. Mr. Beast.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Merle Boyd. And when one of his videos, it was like an Eminem video, and he goes, "There's like an actress in it." He's like, "Oh, she looks this. I don't know who this actress is, but she looks very, very familiar." And then like every comment in this comment section was like, "She's a porn star."
That's so great, dude.
I don't know who she is, but she looks very familiar.
Oh, that's so funny. I swear I've seen her somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, somewhere.
How do I know her?
Hey, Johnny. Come here real quick. I'm going to ask Johnny what his favorite Mr. Beast video is.
Did you name your son after Johnny Lawrence?
No, Johnny Lingo.
You mean Johnny Ringo?
Any of our
I mean
LDS
Johnny Bingo.
listeners will get that. What's your favorite Mr. Beast video? If you had to choose one.
That's really hard.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one too.
Hey. Oh, I don't have I have headphones in anyways. Turn on my speakers. What are some of the ones that come to mind, Johnny?
Well, I went through drive-through 1,000 times.
Drive through
Okay.
1,000 times.
Wait, what did he do?
Yeah,
He just
He was taking like comments like it was streaming and he was, right? Wasn't he
kept
taking,
driving
like,
through?
his- Like from the comment section, he was taking requests of things to ask for. Is that
That's
what it
pretty
was?
funny.
No, he was just asking for things so that
For random stuff.
yeah, like bottles of water and one fry.
One fry.
One time they asked for a bun, some meat, and a piece of cheese, like all in different
Just-
orders.
That's pretty good. I mean, I'm hesitant. The drive-through pranks always bother me because like a lot of times the people working there are the victims of the prank.
Yeah, these people are
Yes.
making minimum wage.
Yeah. Okay. Any other ones that come to mind?
One time he spent 50 hours buried alive.
Oh,
He was actually underground.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of nuts. 50 hours.
Yeah,
We-
there was like air going through it, and he was like in a clear coffin. And
That's like some David Blaine nonsense.
yeah, it is.
And he had like a bathroom corner and a bunch of Gatorade and stuff.
A bathroom corner? How big was this
Oh,
casket?
dude.
Not just kidding. He had like bottles.
No, just kidding.
Aw. That's terrible. He probably just didn't poop the whole time, right?
Yeah.
That's like
He
scout
was
camp
making-
rules
He
apply.
was making comments about it like, I really need to poop.
Okay,
That's
well, thank you
hilarious.
for your. We were just talking about this, how rich Mr. Beast is and how popular his channel is. So, okay, go finish getting ready for bed.
Good old Merb.
Oh,
And I'm going to sleep.
okay. Love you, bud. Yeah. So,
Phil,
what if
tell
I
us
love my
about-
kids. All right.
Tell us about your experience with Mr. Beast.
Okay.
Beast.
I'm ready now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I asked my students last spring, okay, so what if I want the best burger right now, where should I go? And they're naming different things. And then some kid goes, Mr. Beast. And I go, what? And all the kids are like, ooh. And I'm like, okay,
They all
I'm
turned
clearly-
into internet commenters.
I'm clearly out of touch. I'm clearly out of touch. I have no idea what you guys are talking
Wait,
about.
were they saying that to him or to you?
to him,
Okay.
and then they
Was-
all start telling me, Mr. Eisenhower, do you know who Mr. Beast is? And I go, no. And they say he's one of those YouTube guys that has a stupid channel and has millions of followers. And I go, okay, so what does that have to do with burgers? And then they say he recently opened a burger chain that doesn't have locations. It's only delivery through Grubhub. And
Yeah. Well, what it means is that he probably just like, because there's like a new phenomenon of these restaurants that actually like serve as multiple restaurants. So it's just one large kitchen that serves as like Grubhub for like multiple places.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Okay.
Red Robin and some other
Mhm.
restaurant, and it all comes out of the same place. So he probably just like slapped his name on some,
well,
he's just OEMing burgers essentially.
oh, that's
So it's like separate. You could run a restaurant and then have like, this is our just Grubhub kitchen or whatever.
yeah. They got a closet that's like
It's like
got
our
all the
delivery
Mr. Beast.
kitchen.
Here's the thing, though: the branding is kind of like over the top, like
Yeah.
the bag itself is like bright yellow with like cartoon, bubbly, drippy cartoon letters,
Yeah.
and the boxes are all bright yellow with like different like other colors, and so like he's spending way more money than most places do on their bags and their boxes,
Yeah.
which whatever. But yeah, I'm curious what kitchen it's
No,
coming
that's
out
what I'm
of.
saying is like, I'm sure a kitchen exists, and then somebody can go to them and say, hey, I'm going to pay you a certain amount to
Yeah,
sell to
but
make
like
food for me, and I'm going to put my name on it,
yeah, but it has to be like if he was able to like do this all over the country like instantly, then that means
Is it all
like,
over the country?
I think so. Like you guys should both look on your phones right now and see if you can. What's the other one? Is it Post? No, it's definitely Grubhub.
There's Postmates. There's Grubhub. There's Uber Eats.
Uber
DoorDash.
Eats.
Try
There's
DoorDash too.
I don't have any.
Dude,
of
I used to have
those
some
things on my
DoorDash
phone.
jeans back in the day.
So
What do they look like?
They look good.
Mr. Beast Burger. Yeah, they look like they're just like.
okay, here's the thing though. I
Mr.
tried it.
Beast Burger Mobile.
Oh, you had one?
Yes,
Oh.
and it was freaking good, you guys.
Oh, dang.
They look really good.
Like
Yeah.
I was like, and my wife is very skeptical about stuff.
Mhm.
I didn't tell her anything. I just said, hey, I bought food from a new place, and her and Josiah were like, this is really good. This is one of the best burgers I've had in a long time.
Dude,
and I
that
go,
sucks.
really? And they're like, yeah. Like, I mean, Josiah likes anything, but Kathy was like, no, seriously. Like, where is this from?
Wow.
And I go,
Dude, they have
some,
a lot of locations.
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna order from them.
Holy
Not
crap.
right now, but at one
Okay,
point.
here's kind of funny. In Utah, it says Salt Lake and Salt Lake City under their location thing. And like, those are not two different things.
No, maybe are they like in the lake?
Oh, maybe so.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
lakefront property in the
Who's
lake that's
who's
uninhabitable.
Chandler? Do you know who Chandler and Chris are?
Yeah, they're like his two sidekicks.
And Carl
Oh.
also is one.
I'm learning. One of them, they joke about how he has to poop a lot on like every video.
Mm-hmm. Combos, Pepsi cans.
Yeah, that's they don't.
Dude,
You
they
don't
have
get fountain
a
drinks.
ton. Dude, there's like 50 locations in California.
I'm into it. I'm gonna try
It
it.
makes me wonder. There must be like some
So what if it's
business
this?
that they are like subletting burgers from.
Yeah.
where they're
What if
like,
it's like Red Robin? Like, what if it's like every town that has Red Robin
maybe
happens
so.
to have Mr. Beast or something
Maybe
like that?
So that would be a
Yeah,
smart.
maybe, but
Dude,
they looks better than Red Robin.
Okay, then not Red Robin.
How dare you? Red Robin. is an
I like Red
American
Robin,
institution.
but this
I do
looks
like
better.
Red Robin.
Okay,
They
what?
look
What's
really
another?
good, man. That sucks.
What's another place that's like Red Robin?
Hey guys, check it out. They have something that nobody has: a Nashville hot chicken sandwich.
I know.
Oh, I gotta get
It's
it.
everywhere now. Like Ruby Tuesday, is that another one? I've never been there, but
Yeah.
or
Or
Ruby's,
like even,
Ruby's
I mean,
Diner.
they don't look like Five Guys, but they look like they're in the same genre as Five Guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Except
It's
they're
like
all like very cheesy. Like they
Yeah.
kind of look In and Out style a little bit.
They're really big though. I'm watching this video
Yeah.
silently of a guy eating their entire menu.
Makes
the buns, you guys. The buns are really great. Super
McDonald's.
squishy,
virtual
like
dining
dense.
concepts.
but very squishy.
Mm.
So good. It's making me hungry.
Is that the company? It's like the
The company is called Virtual Dining
Yeah.
Concepts. Virtual restaurant. Same kitchen, more profit, zero upfront fees.
I mean, it makes sense, especially like
Yeah.
right now. Just
It's
deliver
turnkey,
delivery
only
only.
concepts. Start a profitable virtual restaurant program in your kitchen. You're already cooking. Virtual dining is a secret sauce to increase. Oh, that doesn't make sense because he's not already cooking.
No, you're
They have Barstool
you're-
Bites. Barstool Bites. Oh, Barstool, dude.
Barstool.
Freaking Barstool.
Barstool.
Designed to fit your existing.
Do you know
kitchen.
Barstool, Phil?
You mean like the internet brand?
Yeah.
like the sports blog, basically.
Barstool Sports.
Owner's kind of a dirtbag.
It's all like misogyny. Yeah.
Yeah, you know
It's
Barstow.
like-
Seemingly.
Barstool and Barstow are like equal. They're the same.
What did I just see that happened in Fresno today? That I was
They
gonna
suck
send?
the same amount.
Yeah.
Oh my internet.
If you don't know Gun Street Wiring Shop by now, you must be living in the dark ages. They are the premier hand-built wiring solution for all of your guitars. I have one in my Telecaster. I have a setup in there, 5-way. It's great. Have it in my Jazzmaster. It's amazing. I actually put it in my Epiphone Dot, brought the thing back to life. It's crazy. If you don't have it, you need it. Every guitar that you own will be better with Gun Street Wiring Shop. I promise. Also, if you join the Street Crew, you get a discount on the product, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it. If you get it and you don't like it, I will punch Cole in the face. That's my guarantee. Check it out right now at gunstreetwiringshop.com.
Was it about Mr. Beast? I was about to say something.
Uh-huh.
About the burgers. The burgers were good.
How are the fries?
His
Like delivery fries, kind of.
Fries were not. They were not the best, but they were fine.
It's really
I
hard
wanna
to
say
do
they
good
were-
if I was
delivery
gonna
fries,
get-
but like,
if I was gonna get delivery for burgers, I just wouldn't even bother getting fries, honestly.
yeah, just get a second burger.
Yeah, because fries are just too easy to
Yeah,
mess up.
there you go.
I mean,
They
So
I
can
would
we
they
crack
gotta,
this
they
open?
gotta
Can
be
we, like,
fresh.
figure out-
That's just too much food for me. I'm just not a heavy eater, really.
Mm-hmm. Did we figure what out now?
See what I'll do. Oh, can we crack this open and find out what kitchen is cooking these burgers?
I'm sure there's a ton of them. They have it said they have 600 locations.
Yeah,
So
but
I
like
don't- It's
the-
not an
the
existing
point is the
restaurant.
kitchen-
If that's it, it's not an existing brick and mortar restaurant.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking,
that is what I'm asking.
Then
You're
then
saying
your question is flawed.
all of these like ghost restaurants. No,
Yes.
you are saying that all of these ghost restaurants already existed,
no, I'm
waiting
not saying that
to
at all.
be-
What I'm saying,
called upon.
no, what I'm saying is that they now exist because somebody saw an opportunity in the market.
He's saying that someone created a company
Someone
and all they
created
do
kitchens. Yeah, this is what
cook
they do.
food for virtual restaurants
Yeah.
that don't actually exist as restaurants, like in the traditional sense.
Okay, but like those,
I mean, you
this
can
guy
build a
did not
kitchen.
open
or-
those places.
No.
He's subletting them, so they opened before he was like, "Hey, make my
In
burgers."
theory,
right?
or maybe he funded it because he has so much money or something. And
I guess, yeah, I
'cause
guess that's
he's
true.
like one of their primary. He's probably their biggest client. Barstool Bites is
Yeah,
big too.
but then
Mr.
like
Beast
you
Burger.
said, like he could have financed it and then also like be subletting it to like 3 or 4 other different places that are also
Probably so, yeah.
using that kitchen, right?
It's weird. It's like when you have money, it makes it way easier to
Jeez,
get
that's
more
crazy.
money.
Okay, this is what I remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's true.
You want to know another one of their proud clients, Virtual
do.
Dining Concepts?
Yes.
I think it's an Italian sub place.
It's
Perfect.
not Mariah Carey's cookies.
No. Did you just say cookies or Italian subs, Aaron?
Nah.
You
Oh,
freaking
heck
idiot.
yeah.
Freaking Pauly D's Italian subs.
What?
There's also Steve Harvey's Family Food.
Which is a great name, dude.
It's really funny.
Family food.
Dude, all of these are like,
A celebrity.
well, not all of them, but the vast majority are a
Yeah,
celebrity.
It's like a brand. They're basically capitalizing on a brand that has nothing to do with food.
Wait. Can I get a Pauly D sub right now delivered to my
I'm
house?
sure.
I mean, probably.
We'll see what happens if you say get
I mean, it would be
started.
interesting to look up and see, like, if Pauly D subs has
So
the
here's
same
what they
locations.
do. They work with so
'cause it
if
says
you
your
own
kitchen.
you own a restaurant, then you tell them, "Hey, I want to use my kitchen to cook your food."
That's what I've been saying from the beginning.
But it's not like
Yeah.
they're not all the
But
same.
it's not just
like
one restaurant. It's like some
it's not some
random
big chain
restaurant.
no chain
Yeah.
restaurants doing it. But if you're like, okay, I opened a restaurant and it's not doing great,
Yeah.
I need to do
I'm
something.
gonna now sign up
I'm
to
gonna-
cook somebody else's food for them.
Yeah, and then it'll just get delivered,
But
and
how
I'll
do you
use my
ensure that it's
kitchen.
How do you ensure that it's all the same?
Well, I'm sure there's rules.
Like, would we, if we all ordered a Mr. Beast burger,
Would
Like,
it be the
They
same?
have money to figure this stuff out, Phil.
I'm sure they're not. They're not
They
like
have
going to the
greater
grocery
resources
store.
than we 3 podcasting dudes have.
They're still sending them like pre-made stuff to, they're getting a
Yeah.
shipment of Mr. Beast burger stuffs. So they're getting the buns delivered. They're getting the patties probably come frozen. They're getting all that stuff like pre-selected. All they're doing is assembling and cooking it. It's just like going to like Jack in the Box or McDonald's.
Can we
They're basically the same everywhere you go.
can
Even
we
though they're
have a
being
Gear
cooked by
Slum
different
restaurant?
people we could, but no one's going to want to do it for us.
I think probably what they do is like a brand approaches this virtual restaurant thing and says, "Hey, I have this food I want to sell." And then they approach the kitchens that they have partnerships with to see which ones would be a good fit or whatever.
But if you like click on their list of concepts, you can choose which concept you want to do.
That's
you'll-
amazing.
So you scroll down, you're like, okay, I want to do Ray's loaded Mac, and then you click get started and you submit your application
And this
Oh,
is
okay, as
you're
a
saying
kitchen.
as a restaurant.
Yes.
as a restaurant. Yeah,
As a kitchen, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
This
the
is
thing
a pretty fascinating thing that probably
It's really
I mean,
smart.
it says copyright 2021. I don't know if that's when it started, but it's an amazing way to sort of adapt to COVID.
All right, Phil, you haven't looked at this website, have you?
no.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a celebrity or a brand, and you're going to guess what kind of food they have.
Okay, wait. But first, let me say this before
Hold
I forget
on.
again. What?
Oh, keep going.
Okay. At the start of COVID, I remember reading an article on NPR that said that if you look on all the new food delivery services like Grubhub and Postmates and all those things, there's a location all over the country, pizza delivery place, and that's easy to come by, blah blah blah. But it was this Italian word that actually means rat. And it was the source of the pizzas was Chuck E. Cheese, and
That's hilarious.
they had just changed their name so they could start delivering pizzas because they were not a pizza delivery place. But
Yeah.
like COVID, it's like we're going to shut down, or we could just start delivering pizzas and maybe not close down. And
Dude, when I worked at Lowe's, I worked with this guy who was pretty weird, but he
Yeah,
he
you
swore
worked at
up and down. He swore up and down that Chuck E. Cheese had the best pizza, and like even after they stopped being open during the pandemic, they would still have like food. So he would like get pizza, and for his birthday, his sisters threw him a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party with
That's
like
like-
Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and he was
That's
stoked
like the
on it.
weirdest version of a Disney adult.
yes,
Yeah.
Chuck E.
yes.
Cheese adult.
But he wasn't even into like
Chuck
Chuck
E.
E.
Cheese.
Cheese. It was just the burger
Yeah,
or just the
just-
Yeah,
pizza.
it wasn't the whole
But that's
thing.
like-
it was just the pizza.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like the same reason we
It's
like
like, oh, I
McDonald's, you know?
really like churros. The Disneyland churros are just fantastic.
Oh, here's a random thing I saw. It was just a tweet I saw, but this old lady that lives right across the street from Six Flags, she she buys a season pass with a meal pass attached to it every year and just eats there every day. All of her meals
Oh,
she
crazy.
just eats at Six Flags, and it's like $200 for the whole summer. It's like
wait,
That's
wait,
actually pretty smart.
no, it doesn't get you all you can eat food.
yes, it does.
It gets you like a meal a day or
Gets you
something.
2 meals a day.
2
You get,
meals a
like,
day.
There's multiple different kinds you can get, but
What?
isn't that
So because
awesome?
it's like a 5 or 10 minute drive for her.
No,
Like,
she
she
literally
walks.
lived across the street, so she would walk there. But yes, like the thinking is that nobody in their right mind is going to be able to come here enough,
To-
make it
yeah.
worth the money.
or they'll come with friends or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
basically
Totally.
just gaming. She's like that person who bought one of those Lifetime Delta things back in the '80s, and then would just
Yes.
take round trips,
And sold their
Just-
house and just like flew around.
just
Yeah.
there and back. Yeah, exactly. First class.
Yes. That's
All
pretty
right.
awesome.
Okay, so first there's NASCAR Refuel, which is kind of not fair because all they do, it says you can enjoy some of the most iconic NASCAR dishes any time of the year. So I
There's
was like,
literally
what's
not
a NASCAR
an iconic
dish?
NASCAR dish.
No, but apparently, like, it makes it seem like all the NASCAR tracks have like the same food menu,
Yeah.
and you can order that track food to your house. It's just like hot dogs and nachos and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was going to
Which-
say like a Dodger dog is like a
Exactly,
thing that people
yeah.
are familiar with.
But it's not like there's no like MLB food.
Yeah, because it's different at every stadium, and that's like one of the attractions.
Yeah.
Like AT&T Park has these really great garlic fries that everyone loves.
Oh yeah, I had those.
They're
All
too
right.
garlicky.
Mr. Beast, you know what Mr. Beast is. Lorray, I already said loaded mac. Hey, do you know who Tyga is?
Rapper?
Yes.
All right. So there's a concept called Tyga Bites. What do you think Tyga Bites specializes in?
Probably
Chicken nuggets.
like no, it's
Tater
probably like
tots.
the small plate like tapas type thing. Is that what they're called?
Phil, you're not cheating, right? This
I'm not
menu
cheating.
includes bite-sized, hormone-free chicken bites and tater tots.
Dude. How did you nail that so hard, Phil?
Because I'm a fast food aficionado.
All right.
Don't even-
Mariah Carey, I already told you, makes cookies. Apparently. What about Mario
Really?
Lopez? What do you think Mario Lopez has?
Oh, terrible impressions.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm thinking of George Lopez. Sorry.
Yeah. Mario. I was like, what? Mario?
I just let it slide. I didn't know. I was like, I guess I don't know Mario Lopez that well, so maybe he does.
Geez.
Mario Lopez.
Mario
I mean,
Lopez.
Is it like Mexican?
Yes.
Like burritos or something?
Close.
Or like fresh Mex or something?
I don't know if you it's called Mario's Tortas Lopez.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
just tortas?
Tortas, salads, churros, and more.
Mm.
They also have
Churros.
bowls. Pauly D's Italian subs, you know. Steve Harvey's
We all know.
We all know.
Steve Harvey's
Boom.
family food is just such a good one. That's really the only good ones that were like interesting. The rest are just like.
But
I
are
don't know
they?
who
Are there
Food
more
God is.
celebrities?
Well, there's Steve Harvey, Buddy V. You know who Buddy V is?
No.
Cake Boss.
Oh, Cake Boss. Yeah, Buddy Velastro.
Yeah, Buddy Velastro. He has you can buy Buddy V's cake slice.
Dude, that's okay. That is a weird thing that like all of these other people are famous for other things. Like
Yeah, that's true.
he's famous for making cake, and then he's just like farming his cake making out to someone else.
That is true.
That's really weird.
Plus, baking. I mean, I guess if you're a professional baker and you have like the recipes and stuff, it's
Yeah,
probably
but
not
those
that
cakes
hard,
are
but-
like garbage, and they're like not even cake. They're freaking Rice Krispie treats with fondant.
Yeah,
on
that's
top,
true.
you know?
Yeah.
I have strong feelings about the Cake Boss. All right, guys.
I don't
Yeah.
have that strong feelings about Cake Boss, but I feel the way that you feel about that, seemingly about
Yes, that type
that
of
Duff.
that whole trend.
What's that dude? What's that one called? Emerald City. I don't know. He's from Emerald City Cakes or something. How many Emerald Cities are there?
Isn't Emerald City in Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. Duff.
Hmm.
Duff Goldman. What was his show called?
Are you talking about Duffman? Duffman,
Talking about Duff Goldman.
thrusting in the direction of the.
Oh, no,
problem.
never mind. His Charm City Cakes. He's from Charm City Cakes. His show was called Ace of Cakes.
Oh, okay.
His restaurant was called Charm City. I was thinking Emerald City. I apologize.
Have you ever seen
Baltimore,
the Little
I apologize.
Chocolatiers? Do you remember that one?
Little Chocolate Tears? No.
There was this show called Little Chocolatiers, which was like the crossover event of TLC's, most TLC show ever. It
Little
was
People Big House, or is that what it's
Little
called?
People who own a chocolate, like a candy
Oh my
store.
gosh.
But it's right here. It's in Salt Lake. And it's actually really good, but it's insanely expensive, as you would expect, especially now.
Little Chocolatiers. I never heard of it, but that's interesting.
Anyways.
So speaking of YouTube, I recently watched a YouTube video, a live stream, in fact, from Mr. Sleeve Lengthing himself, Bill Finnegan of
Oh,
Klon LLC.
the Clonkalone?
Yeah. So I put on the video. Bill shows up, perfect sleeves as always, like mid bicep, nice fitted. He's got some stripes going on his sleeves, like mild stripes, but it's not like a stripy shirt, but it has stripes,
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the stripes aren't distracting, is what I'm saying. It's mostly about the fit and like the cut of the sleeve more so than the pattern of the material. So he talks about his shirt for a while, and he goes on and on about the shirt. Yes, I was like, dude, what is going on? First of all, he announced the live stream on Instagram a few weeks ago. He goes, we're starting a YouTube and we're doing a live event, which is the most hilarious thing ever. And all the boomer commenters on Instagram are like, I don't know how to do YouTube. like, what does this
Like,
mean?
aha.
And
Hoisted by your own
dude's like,
petard.
I tried to click the link in your Instagram and it didn't work. What do I do?
That's so great, dude.
So the day comes for the live stream to go on, and Bill posts on Klon LLC on Instagram again. And he goes, apparently you have to have your channel for at least 30 days before YouTube will let you
Yes.
live stream.
That is
So,
so great.
We have to
dude.
reschedule the live stream. Oh man.
Oh man.
So it says live stream event 9/7/21, but it didn't actually air until September 10th.
That's like
Oh,
so fitting
man.
that
Yeah.
like the Klon guy is too out of touch to make something work in modern times,
Oh, it's so hilarious. Oh man.
That's awesome.
The only thing I learned from this video is that apparently the number 2 Klon
Apparently.
or the Klon labeled number 2, serial number 2, was actually the first Klon Centaur ever built.
Okay.
And number
So-
What's
one,
the first one? Yeah, what's the first one?
well, number 2 is the first one.
So what's number 1?
Aaron, I'm gonna murder
You said, what's the first one? Number 2 is the first one. Number 1, which is the one that Bill still has, wasn't built until a week later, after number 2 was built.
Here's this follow-up question. Who does number 2 work for?
I don't know, but apparently it's owned by Mr. Banana Fingers himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has number
He
2.
owns
Banana
number
Hands?
1 and number 2.
No, not Bill Finnegan. Michael Finnegan has number 1. He fell down
let's
and
begin
barked
again.
his chin again. How
talking about-
how did you learn that song? Did you learn it about barked his shin again, or he had whiskers on his chin again?
What? Was there an old man?
We
named
don't know what you're
Michael
talking about, Aaron.
Finnegan?
Yeah, we do.
He did something on his chin again. When does something they blew her in again?
Yeah, yep. So I've learned it. I learned it. There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He fell down or climbed a tree and barked his shin again.
Barked his shin?
That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
It
That's
does.
not
He barked his shin, like the bark
No.
of the tree. Barked his
That's not a
shin.
word. Bark is not a verb,
No.
Aaron.
Yeah, it is. Dude, dogs
It
bark
is
all the
It
time.
is a word
Yeah,
that,
touche.
but it's not a word that trees
Not in
can
that
verb.
context.
Trees can't verb.
You can't
That's
just
true.
pronounce words however you want, Aaron.
But I was watching the Wiggles, and they said there was a man named Michael Finnegan. He had whiskers on his chin again. They
Better
grew
enough.
out, and then
No, the wind blew them off and they grew in again.
yes, there you go.
Better.
Blew them
Poor
off.
old Michael Finnegan
Begin again. Anyway, so Bill Finnegan has number 2 or number 1, which is the second one. Number 2 is in the possession of Mr. Banana Hands,
Himself.
which is actually the first one built.
I would
Yes,
like to.
Mr. Banana Hands himself. Check out this comment from Adam Stay Sick. Adam Stay Sick. I've been scammed on 2 Klons so far, KTR and Centaur, and can't recoup. Mostly I'm a fool. Hope to get one from you in the future.
At least he's self-aware. How do you get scammed on clones?
I think he means he tried to buy them and he just
They
gave
just
someone
never
money
delivered?
and never got the Klon.
Dude, that sucks. And it's like too bad
Mostly.
that he's like, I feel completely helpless. My only chance is this live stream. Is to comment on this live stream.
This guy, Fast Guitar, thinks that Jeff Beck's tone is owed to the Klon, that he wasn't very good before Klon, and after he was good. Which, wasn't Jeff Beck, like, around for a long time before the 90s?
Yeah, he was like in the 70s.
Yeah,
Oh.
this guy's out of control.
The clone was invented in the 90s, right?
I believe so, yeah. Like mid 90s? Anyway,
we know of.
the whole point of the video is that you know how they like stopped making the original one and then he started making the KTR?
Yeah.
And the KTR had like some slightly different diodes from the Centaur, the original version.
Yeah.
Turns out now those diodes from the KTR are also no longer available. And moving
course.
forward, the new KTRs will have a different set of diodes. So the whole video was him playing the number 1 Klon Centaur, an original KTR and a new KTR to show the audience that in fact they do sound the same.
Yeah, exactly. And they
Do they?
also sound exactly like a Soul Food and a J Rocket Archer and like
Yeah. So coming straight from the horse's mouth.
Wait,
Well,
so
I guess the horse doesn't have a mouth. The
I mean,
the
Like,
horse's mouth has a
we
horse
have to
has a
set
man
aside
mouth.
the fact that he is
Where's this man mouth?
he's running a business, so he has a vested interest in you thinking they sound the same, right? 'Cause it's
Yeah,
not-
that's true.
He obviously makes no money off his secondhand clones,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like they all sound the same. So like
I mean, they all sound
obsessing
enough the
over
same
it.
that it doesn't matter.
exactly.
So
Like, and if you're trying to mimic some specific guitarist tone, like that's the pedal is a small part of that equation.
Small
you know?
part.
is this a third enclosure?
No, it looks like the KTR still.
Okay.
Is it the
Same
same
exact.
quote on it and everything.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just the internals that are different.
Right, but like,
Um,
it's not like, oh, it's a different shade of red or whatever.
So can you not tell?
let
from
me
the
tell you
outside?
one other word. It's the same. Looks the same.
That's weird though. That like you can't.
No, they're identical
I
from
guess
the
it's like-
outside.
I guess it's like the full tone. Does it have like a version number on the back or anything?
I don't know. They're on the floor.
The same.
It probably has, like, I'm sure there's identifying marks on, like, the circuit board.
There's going to be some way to tell. But it'll be like the OCD, right? There will be some versions that people
I imagine,
like
yeah.
and- well, not
Magic
some versions, there'll
diodes?
Just be...
Oh, check this out. He at the end of the video, he's playing, and then he just puts a piece of paper down, and the paper says, Magic diodes? Nope. See my TGP post dated 125/12 and 6/17/15. This is the best thing
so
that's ever
old,
happened.
dude. Just every way in which he interacts.
I want to start a YouTube reaction channel just to this video. I'm just gonna watch this Klon video over and over again, and we'll talk about that next week on the Gear Slum. Thanks for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.